I mean, the employers, the trusts need to make sure that they're providing high quality physical and mental support following these incidents, and where appropriate, prosecution of the perpetrators is encouraged using the Assault on Emergency Workers Act.
Joshua Cooper, thank you very much indeed. The government must act urgently to offer support and compensation. The words of a parliamentary committee looking into the plight of families affected by the profound side effects of a drug used to manage the effects of epilepsy. Families like Janet Stockley-Pollard's. Janet, from Felpham near Bognor Regis, took the drug sodium valproate while pregnant. All 4 of her children now have lifelong health conditions. Edward Salt has been talking to her.
For Janet and Steve from Felpham, bringing up their family hasn't been easy.
The children range from 23 to 34. The 3 boys have autism, fetal valproate syndrome. Our daughter has medical difficulties. You get ostracised within the community because you've got children that don't fit in with what's expected.
And Janet's husband says the repercussions are ongoing.
What impact has this had on the lives of your grandchildren?
It's very clear from our point of view that they have so many similarities to the children and the difficulties that they've had, and you can just see it repeating itself all the way through.
In 2020, an independent review found sodium valproate caused avoidable harm in babies whose mothers took the medicine while they were pregnant. The report also recommended a redress scheme, but 2 years on, there's no compensation.
Our constant worry is what's going to happen when we're not around to support our children, to fight for them. So having that redress scheme means that things can be put in place for their future.
And that lack of compensation has been criticised by the Health and Social Care Select Committee, chaired by Winchester MP Steve Brine.
Government's line has been that they should seek redress through the courts. That is not realistic. That is not going to happen. So we want an independent redress agency. It's recommendation number 4. We want to see that implemented in full. The Minister has now agreed to look at that, which is positive. And our job as a select committee is to hold our feet to the fire. You can bet we will be.
A Department of Health spokesperson said that their sympathies remain with all of those avoidably harmed by medical intervention. They say that the Health Minister and Lewis MP Maria Caulfield is working to see what a redress scheme could look like.
We've covered Janet and Steve's story for 15 years, from their calls to be heard and to legal challenges.
What's your reaction to this review that's been published?
All we can do is hope that it will make a change. And it will be not just for our children, but for our grandchildren. And we will keep fighting for as long as we have to.
Edward Salt, BBC South Today in Bognor Regis.
Some news just in now. The Ministry of Justice